You shouldn't invest your money into buying a house. Instead, invest in your brand. Invest in marketing. Promote yourself. Don't tie up your capital in the place where you and your kids live. Why is this a mistake? Because a house is a liability. It doesn't generate income. People often think a house is an investment because they compare it to renting, which costs money. But think of it this way. When you go to the hospital, you don't buy the building. You rent a bed, use the services, and get out as soon as you can. Same with travel. If you're visiting America and want to go to Disneyland, you don't buy the hotel. You rent a room, enjoy the experience, and leave. And no one judges that. It's considered smart and practical. That's how you should approach your living situation too. Rent, don't buy. Pay monthly rent and keep your capital free. Don't pour all your money into a house through a down payment, renovations, or upgrades. Instead, use that money to develop yourself and grow your business. That's where real returns come from. I see people spending $300,000 on a house just to make a $30,000 return. Maybe they hope to double it and sell for $600,000. But that money is stuck in one place. And here's the truth. Money doesn't flow toward houses. Career growth often involves relocation. I've moved 5 or 6 times, and I'm willing to move 5 more. People who stay in the same place for too long get too comfortable, and comfort can kill ambition. If you study the wealthy, they're always on the move. They're mobile. People like Warren Buffett or Bill Gates don't talk about their homes. They talk about where they're going next. They move toward opportunity, toward wealth and powerful connections. People accept authenticity. If you're honest and committed to your path, people will accept you. What they reject is fakery and bad intentions. Pretending to be something you're not, just to fit in. That's what people sense and push back against. That's why I won't conform just to blend in. I know my purpose, and I know my intent. Why should I fear being judged for staying true to it? I want to build the tallest building in town, and I want to do it by actually building it, not by tearing others down. That's the difference. Poverty is generational. It's passed down through mindsets and habits. If you're struggling financially or feel stuck, even if you're earning well, you likely inherited those beliefs. Maybe you were taught that you have to get a job and work hard, or that rich people are evil. But until you shift your mindset, no amount of money will fix things. That's why people who win the lottery often go broke. Their mindset didn't change, so the money vanishes. It's what we call a poor person's soul, even professional. Athletes who make millions, 65% of them are bankrupt within 5 years. It's because they came from poverty, and they carried that scarcity mindset with them. If you tell someone that, they might get defensive and blame the rich or the government. But as Bruce Lipton said, these patterns can even be passed down genetically. That's the scary part. But here's the amazing thing. When you fully commit, the universe starts to respond. Little gifts start showing up. It's happened to me throughout my career. Once I was all in, unexpected help would appear. Stay alert. These gifts may not arrive in the form you expect. It could be a person, a book, or an opportunity that doesn't look promising at first glance. But stay open to receiving. If someone knocks on your door with help, even if they don't match your expectations, consider welcoming them in. That mindset has helped me immensely. How old are you? I'm 44. I think I'm just hitting my stride. At 26, I used to think 44 meant you were done. But I feel like I'm just getting started. Back when I was 25, I thought life at 40 was the end. Now I know it's just the beginning. At 26, I was in a rush, just like the young people today. You try to explain this to them, and their faces go blank. They've grown up watching music videos and social media pushing a lifestyle of instant success, bling and champagne, and that's just the surface. Go deeper into Instagram, and it's worse. Everyone's pushing fake lifestyles and empty promises. Sign up for my course and get rich overnight. People are falling for it. I want to be historically accurate. 100 years from now, I want people to look back and say, he told the truth. I want to build a legacy. I admire historical Figures like Winston Churchill. His mind kept growing. I want that too. When I'm gone, I want to rest in peace knowing my legacy is still growing. So I give real advice. Real advice means this. If you're 19, spend the next 7 years learning. Meet mentors. Master your craft. Be patient. By 26, you'll have built a rock-solid foundation for a successful life. The future will be wide open. I've had tough breaks. I've been stabbed in the back, I've lost money, but every experience helped me grow. That's what spirituality really is. Growing from both the good and the bad. People afraid of making mistakes never grow. They were taught in school to avoid failure, but life doesn't work that way. Growth comes from setbacks. The school system is flawed. It teaches, don't make mistakes, don't ask for help. But I constantly ask for help from my accountants, attorneys, and bankers. I approach business like a rugby team, collaborative and aggressive. The average person tries to do everything alone, and they get run over. And then they say, that's not fair. No, it's that you didn't play smart. You need a team. But I don't want to play that game, they say. Well, then don't expect to win. Business is a game. And to win, you need to know the rules. I don't want to hustle endlessly. I want to build a system that generates wealth. I'm not ashamed of wanting money. I want a lot of it. I want to give generously. I want to raise massive amounts for causes. But you can't do that if you're broke.